Good morning, it's Fla here, and welcome to Sukhumvit. So I'm living full-time in Bangkok, Thailand now, and I moved here from Las Vegas, Nevada. And basically, I work completely remote, and I spend every day kind of out and film the things that I do, and I want to share some of these things with you. So this is Asok Station, which actually intersects with the Sukhumvit Station, the blue line, and from here you can pretty much get to anywhere in the city for the most part. You know, not quite, but it's very convenient to have both of these lines readily accessible to you in this area. So if you want to go to the weekend market, you want to go to Siam or Chinatown, it is quick and easy and one of the most cost-effective ways of travel. So this here in front of me is Terminal 21. It is a really popular go-to shopping destination for tourists. It is kind of a mid-tier quality type of place. You're gonna find things like Nike, Adidas, Victoria's Secret, stuff of that caliber. Louis Vuitton and stuff like that, not necessarily. You may have to make your way down to Central or the Siam area to get more of those higher end goods if you're into that. But this place does have a really good selection of, you know, basic clothing and so on. Also, if you go up to the San Francisco floor, it is a full-time food court, and the bottom ground level is kind of a toss-up. It's one of those kind of pop-up floors where you could have anything from clothing goods for a month, and then all of a sudden you come back next time and it's completely covered in street food type vendors. So it's a neat place. There's lots of things to look at, but just keep in mind that products here are going to be priced accordingly to their suggested retail price. In this area of Bangkok, you're going to be able to find the majority of what you need any day. You know, if you need to replace your prescription glasses because you broke them on accident, there's multiple places here that can do prescription glasses. If you need something from the pharmacy, there's multiple pharmacies almost on every block. If you just need some basic things from 7-Eleven, there's 7-Eleven and Tops Dailies on almost every block. And there's also a couple grocery stores and of course clothing. So around here you're gonna notice a lot of weed stores or weed dealers or whatever you want to call it. But I've actually been told and read online that a lot of these stores are not even licensed. So I'd probably avoid that altogether. Or if you do that kind of stuff, at least do your research to buy from a reputable place so you know what you're getting. So the one thing to keep in mind if you stay in the Sukhumvit area is that you should always be prepared to constantly be harassed by people that are looking for tourists or looking for people that look potentially like a tourist. The tuk-tuk drivers, the people with the fake watches, the drug dealers and all that stuff, constantly gonna be trying to reach out to you, and it gets pretty annoying. That's one of the main reasons that I completely avoid this area. If you do want to get a short break from, you know, the hustle and bustle of the lower Sukhumvit area, you do have Benchikiti Park here, which is like a quarter of a kilometer walk from the Asok Station. It is actually surprisingly quiet here and it's always upkept super well. I used to come here every day to run. I would run around this track at least once every morning, and then I would go to the gym and blah, blah, blah. But the sun right now is crazy strong. coming out here, you know, you definitely have a higher risk of sunburn right now. So this here is Fitness 24/7. And there's also some gyms in the area like Jets Fitness and some other ones. And these are some nice gyms. They offer all the equipment that the average person is gonna need. But for me, there's certain things that I like to do and they don't have the proper equipment there for me. So after a month there at Fitness 24/7, I switched and but you do have access to multiple nice air-conditioned 24/7 gyms in the Sukhumvit area. One thing in Sukhumvit area that I would definitely try to avoid is never use the taxis and tuk-tuks that are on the side of the road, because these are tourist targeters and their prices are extreme. They're sitting there for a reason. Always try to wave down a taxi that's driving by instead and just confirm that they're gonna use the meter. There's a couple decent restaurants in this area, and when I say restaurants, I mean go in, sit down restaurants like you see back in the United States or China or whatever. And honestly, most of them are not good food and are overpriced, especially when you compare it to the quality of food that you're getting. But there is a few decent places, but I would always recommend that you buy from street food vendors, because you're gonna get a significantly better value and better food. So kind of a general overview of the Sukhumvit area. The way that I feel about it is that I would say that it's not exactly a go-to place for me at all. I actually try to avoid the area altogether. I feel like it's really trashy, and the worst part about it is that most of the trashy people in the Sukhumvit area are tourists, or they're just here practicing illegal practices on visas or visa-free stays, and they kind of ruin the Sukhumvit area. But you know what? It doesn't really bother me, because I do everything that I possibly can to avoid that area. It is not my vibe, and it's gonna stay that way. So if you do want any recommendations on good places to stay in Bangkok, let me know, because I know of some good areas with some very good rates, and just post in the comment section. I'll get back to you as fast as possible. I think that everyone should experience this area at least once, even if it's just for a day. But I will let you determine whether it's the right place for you by this video and by showing up. Definitely come out. Anybody looking for a free guide for a day or help getting to and from the airport, let me know, because I'm offering free services to people that are subscribed to my channel. And other than that, I will see you next time. Thanks.